53,000 subscribers, baby. Thank you. We thank you very, very much. The countdown on Travis Scott's website has appeared again, and everybody's running with the final chance restock of the Fragments Jordan 1 lows. But sadly, that is not the truth. The truth is, this is the final hours of the merch. I'll show you a picture that basically confirms it. And I guess, you know, a picture of the Fragments and the word last chance and restock gets a lot more clicks than this. But yeah, it looks like this is not gonna be a restock of returned pairs. Like, who the hell, like, I saw somebody maybe canceled pairs or returned pairs. Like, who the hell would return a Fragment? This is a unicorn. It's $2,000 if you flip it. Like, nobody's returning these, let's be honest. This is just fake news and it's gonna spread like wildfire, so I just wanted to do a video really quickly and set the record straight. Now, of course, could always be some changes, whatever. But according to the back-end activity on Travis's website, nothing's gonna change. When that clock runs out, that's it for the merch. So if you're looking to get a second L on the Fragments, if you live in US, you'll probably be disappointed because you're not gonna get it. Carry that first L proudly, but if you're looking to score merch, maybe you still got time. So yeah, that's about it. No restock, no second chance for the Fragments. And of course, if I see any updates regarding the sneakers release, it looks doomed. Nothing has changed on Nike's backend servers. So we're basically cooked. But if anything changes, I promise I'll update you. And let me know, like, I'm not seeing any W's on the Fragments. Like, there's been very few people securing these. And also, oh man, I can't believe, like, we went through all of that, like radio silence for I don't know how many months. And the rumored release dates and then all the back-end activity that threw us off on Nike servers and all this just to release the sneaker on the website with only that little, you had to move a puzzle. That was it. Like, you didn't even have to confirm it through your email, which is like a red flag. God only knows how many bots infested this raffle. I don't think it was fair at all. I mean, if you take all that time to prepare and throw people off, at least release it properly. Like, have, you know, more than that little puzzle, have the confirmation mail, or there's so many steps Travis could have taken. Well, his team, but I guess he's in charge. Well, I guess we're all disappointed. I sound like a loser just complaining, but I think it should have been more fair. And yeah, we'll see what happens. If anything else pops up, I will be the first one to update you. I promise you that. I also do want to briefly mention that Nike's having a 50% off on a lot of items, like 4,000 products or something. So make sure you check the Nike app or the Nike website, not just the sneakers app. Go there right now. The Jordan 4 Cave Stones are hella cheap right now. If you don't have a Jordan 4 in your collection, this would be the perfect sneaker to purchase. I think 50% is ridiculous. I'm not quite sure if it's 50 on that particular pair, but there's a lot of shoes. At least check them out. And also, there's a lot of other websites that are having crazy discounts, like Kith.com and Basket for Ballers, BSTN.com. So scour the internet, look for good deals. This will be the perfect opportunity to do that, especially next week with Black Friday coming up. But check out Nike. Don't forget to do that. All right, we got the early stock for the off-white, I always say off-white, Virgil Abloh Jordan 1 High Euro, Alaska, whatever it's called. That sneaker, I think a lot of people are excited for it. Finally coming back. I mean, it basically looks like identical to the original release. And we've been anticipating their stock numbers for this one. It'll basically let us know if it's gonna be, you know, if there's a slim possibility we can actually get it for retail. But if the stock is low, that's bad news. And unfortunately, if this is accurate, if this ends up being the final stock, we're cooked. Because according to Drops by Leo, the early stock, and this is the global stock for this pair, is 10,000 pairs. That's it. I'm hoping it's gonna be a lot bigger than that. I'm sure Nike's gonna release more than 10,000, but yeah, this is the early stock, and I'm here to update you as fast as possible and give you this early news in case you missed it. But 10,000 is, I hope that doesn't happen, but let's do some comparison, right? Because I told you Stash Sneakers, the Cook Group, they're gonna provide a software in the coming months where I'll be able to see stock numbers for a lot more regions when it comes to the sneakers app releases, not just EU and US. I'll be able to see Mexico, South Korea, Japan, Australia. I reported those numbers, early stock numbers for the Chicago Jordan 1 lows, right? And not surprising, Australia, Japan, and everyone else except EU, UK, and US, it was hella low on the stock numbers for the Chicago lows. Hella low for the Chicago lows. That rhymes. But so obviously I can't see the stock numbers for all the regions yet, but let's do some comparison with a limited release like the Stranger Things Dunks. That is a recent release, right? And it was a lot more limited than people think. It was 20,000 pairs worldwide. Out of those 20,000 pairs, US got 12,100 something. So that is 60% of the entire stock. And this is pretty normal. US, if you live in US, it's a great country to live if you're a sneakerhead. And EU had 1,500 pairs, which is 7.5%. Now, if we take those 10,000 pairs of the rumored stock for the Virgil Abloh Alaska, that means 60% out of 10,000 is 6,000 pairs, and that will be going to Sneakers US, probably. That is if Nike decides to allocate these pairs like they did it with the Chicago lows and the Stranger Things. And EU UK would probably get 15%. 15% is 1,500 pairs. If you live in Australia, Chicago lows was 5,000 pairs out of those 105,000 that I reported globally. That means 5% will probably go to Australia, South Korea, and Mexico. That is 500 pairs. You see where I'm going with this? Japan, probably higher, like the Chicago lows. Out of the global stock on the Chicago lows, Japan had surprisingly 10%. 10% is 1,000 pairs. So 6,000 pairs for US, 1,500 for EU, UK, 500 pairs to everyone else except Japan with 1,000 pairs. And then I guess online retailers get the rest. Again, this is just pure speculation, way too early in the game, but hey, I love doing this. I love reporting stock numbers. So let's just hope that the 10,000 ends up being false. And I have a feeling it's gonna be higher than 10,000. I don't think it's gonna be crazy, but at least 20, 30, we'll see what happens. As soon as something pops up in the back end, I will of course be the first one to update you. And these are releasing next year, early fall. They were supposed to drop on holidays this year. Looks like the release is early fall next year. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'm gonna keep it short. Stella, where you at? Oh shit. She's at the door. She has to go to the bathroom or something. Thank you for watching the entire video. As always, I'll see you on the next one.